Hello, I want to talk about Silent Hill 2 and how if this remake does good, it could do big things for the Silent Hill series just in general. Before I get into that, I just want to say I am no way, shape, or form a veteran of Silent Hill. I am what you call the target demographic that they're trying to pull in. I am new to the Silent Hill series. I've played Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 once. I love all three of them. They're all great. My thoughts on the Silent Hill 2 remake. I feel like they nailed the atmosphere, but Angela's face kinda, personally, I found it kinda jarring just to see her look like that. I think maybe it has to do with maybe because I'm just not used to seeing her face look so chubby and different. But maybe as if like when the game comes out, I'll get used to it. Personally, I have no problem with how James looks. I think he looks fine. I have no problem with how Maria looks. I think she looks fine, at least facial wise, and also clothes wise. I think she looks fine as well. It would have been nice to see the original, like how they kept everybody the same. And we haven't seen Eddie yet, actually. Eddie is we still have yet to see him. I like the atmosphere, the deliveries for the lines. Sometimes they hit in certain scenes and sometimes they don't, and it's kind of weird. Now I want to talk about the potential of this game. So, if you know Resident Evil, you'll know that the Resident Evil series was going great. 1, 2, 3, 4 did fantastic. Then 5, people were like, whoa, okay, this is action oriented. And then Resident Evil 6, that's when shit hit the fan. And then they made Resident Evil 7. And when they made 7 was kind of like that one last game where they were like, hey, you need to make this good. Resident Evil 7 was what saved Resident Evil. And then after that, they made a lot more, like Resident Evil 8 and then the remakes. And now Resident Evil is popping again. And that's how I feel with this. That's how I feel this Silent Hill 2 remake is. Silent Hill fans have been waiting so long for a Silent Hill remake, for just anything Silent Hill in general. And then they came out that they were making Silent Hill 2 remake, and then came out that they were making 2 more Silent Hill games. We don't talk about Silent Hill Ascension. We don't talk about that. So Silent Hill 2 remake is announced. Now, you know, we're getting more trailers and more information, and now there's a release date, and now we know when it's gonna be released, and you know, we can even pre-order. I see the potential of this game, and I see even though there's a few problems with the trailer for Silent Hill 2 remake, they even, like, despite the little flaws, by the way, all those flaws are not that big to me. Overall, I feel like they did a great, so far from what I've seen, I feel like they did such a great job. Like with this, like they did better in this remake, at least from what I've seen, than I thought they would. Like they did, like, I'm impressed. And of course, you know, making a remake like this on such a beloved game, like, of course, you know, they can't, you know, with a blooper team never really made a huge budget game like this before, and their first stab at it with the most, like, iconic game ever, and like being able to come out with something like this for the first time is very impressive, and I'm honestly shocked. And so I feel like seeing that and seeing the potential that they have, and hoping that they knock this out the park. When this game comes out and people like the story, and like they did a good job overall with the game, and it has positive feedback, and you know the sales do great, because that's, you know, that's what Konami cares about, is how well the game sells. You bet they're gonna do another remake, and we all know what's next. Silent Hill 1 remake. And of course, that gives Blooper Team a chance to take everything they've learned from the Silent Hill 2 remake and implement it for the Silent Hill 1 remake, but also improve on the problems the Silent Hill 2 remake had. So they could just pretty much improve on the things they need to improve on the last remake and just get better and better. And it's like, if they keep knocking this out of the park, Silent Hill 2 could replicate that success of Resident Evil, slowly, of course. I'm not saying, you know, they're gonna be like Resident Evil if they do good. I'm not saying they're gonna be the same par, but you know, in terms of making a comeback for a series off of a game, hint hint, Resident Evil 7 made a comeback for the Resident Evil series. I feel like at least Silent Hill 2 remake will make a comeback for the Silent Hill series, because people do love those mainline entries for Silent Hill, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that would be incredible, like just to see them really expand Silent Hill 1, because Silent Hill 1 really needed a, like we all know Silent Hill 1 needs a remake. Like that game, it needs surgery, and there's so much potential, so much riding on this. And if this game doesn't do good, or doesn't do good enough to where Konami's like, you know what, let's make another one, I don't know if we're gonna see another remake. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? You think that they're still gonna do a remake, even though this remake doesn't do as good as they thought? Let me know down below. Just the fact that this is happening, to be honest, is exciting, and we still get to see if they knock it out of the park with Silent Hill 2 remake, or they don't. How excited are you for Silent Hill 2 remake? On a scale of 1 to 10, leave a number down below, and of course, make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.